Morning, this is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor, and in this short lesson I want to talk about trend following a group of stocks. It's the 25th of January, and I'm going to show you some potential trades and some of the trades that I'm already in. Again, this is strictly for educational. None of it is made to be personal, catered to any one person. It's actually what I'm doing in order to teach you the principles and how I trade. I use Metastock. Actually, before I even start, first thing I do every day is I see where we are in the market. And a lot of times, if you don't know where you are in the market, you don't know where you're going. Very simple rule. I want to be above the 200-day moving average. Here, we were out. We exited all the longs. The other thing, too, is I get a little bit more cautious when we have multiple days of up days or multiple down days. They kind of give you a heads up. And then the other problem, too, that I kind of foresee is we're starting to see potentially a divergence where you see is you have a high here, we have higher highs, and it's not being confirmed on the MACD, which is a little bit problematic or potentially problematic. So this is our first share. We look at the S&P 500. We looked at it. We're okay. We're above the 200-day moving average. The next thing I do is I rank all my stocks. Obviously, I've already done this. I know what I'm looking at. I look to buy the strongest, like this is the strongest, second strongest, third, fourth, blah, 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 blah. I look at them. I see the positions that I'm in, and also for new positions. One of the stocks I'm in, Seagate Technology. I've actually, this is a weekly, get to a daily. Been in this one for a while. You can see I have a couple of pops, buying a breakout strategy. These are the prior highs. Bought again. And basically, I'm trailing it with a trailing stop. It's basically an ATR trailing stop, or I also use, actually it's called the trend following line or trend break line, which an article that I wrote in 1998 in Stocks and Commodities magazine. They're both pretty much similar. Keep you on the right side of the market. It adjusts for volatility. So I'm in Seagate. Just got to see what happens. Let's go to here. This one, Trimble, whatever the heck it is. Trimble Navigation, been in this one for a while. Tried to break out yesterday, didn't kind of make it. Still following it. Nothing spectacular, just a minute. Western Digital, been in this one. Usually I don't try to go too heavy. I'm in Seagate. I'm in Western Digital as well. I won't take any other positions in that sector of these, whatever they're called, storage drives or whatever. And following it, let's just see what happens. And if I can add to my position on a pullback, I will. I like to see that it takes out all the resistance of the prior highs. Okay, we got Stratus. Stratus is interesting. It's similar to DDD. And going back to our ranking, Stratus was right here. It's one of the strongest stocks. It's pulled back quite some, but I'm going to look to try to take a piece of it out on this retracement. I'm going to look to buy the high of this bar, and I'm risking down to here. Really not that much to think about. It's a pullback. It's moved up strongly. It's the strongest sector, one of the strongest stocks. Just see what happens. I'm risking a small percentage of my account size to see what happens. Okay, let's look at this one. Tata, I was in this one for a while. Got out actually the other day when it dropped below this trailing stop. Nothing to think about. Actually, this is the stop that I use for my trend rider line called Trading the Trend. Exited. Nothing to think about. I bought a couple of times. Basically, this was a scratch trade. Didn't lose, didn't make, but no big thing. That's what you're going to have. You're going to have a lot of trades that you're going to have small losses, small profits. You have to stay away from the big losses. The way you stay away from the big losses is by using trailing stops and hard stops. But again, things can gap that are not within our control. And this is a pretty big gap if you look from here to here. It's kind of aggravating, but you know that's what life is. And then what happens is you stumble into some big trades at times too, rare times. I'm in this one, been in this one for a while. Kind of a boring stock, but it's just chugging along. And I'm in it until it crosses this the trend riding line, which you can see right here. Here's one of the high flyers. I've purchased this a couple of times, this DDD, and just following it and see what happens. It has a pretty big wide stop due to the volatility, but if it starts turning down, which hopefully it won't, the trend rider line will move up, and we'll see what happens. Selgin, I'm looking to buy some of that today. I'm looking for a breakout. It has somewhat of a little of a pullback. You could say I'm a little bit concerned because you have this turn down in the MACD. But you know what? I'm going on the price action, and again, I'm taking a small risk bet based on I'm buying the highs here and I'm risking down to here. It's not, it's nothing. We'll just have to see what happens. I got taken out of this one the other day. IXIA got in twice, and actually see it close below the line, and probably can get whipped around, which will happen. So I exited. If it takes out these highs here, then I'm going to become interested again. But I'm watching it and seeing what happens. But I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to take a risk. I'd rather take my small loss and move on, as opposed to having a big loss and be hurt, almost like something like this. That's a pretty big move. So you take small losses as best you can. QIHU. This was a little bit. Another trade. Bought the breakout here. Bought another breakout, which Murphy's Law kind of turned around. But I'm trailing it, not that far away from where the trade would exit. And again, you have to be, committed. You have to be consistent. You have to be constantly putting on these trades. And that's kind of what I teach in Trend Following Mentor courses. And also, let me go to the next one I want to show you. Where's Soda? Did I do Soda? Yeah, Soda's been working pretty nicely, actually. You just have to see what happens. You can see I'm buying a breakout. I have a breakout 1, 2, the third one. So I got a little bit more heavy into it, but each time I'm following it up. This is what trend following is. Again, this is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor. I invite you to come to the website, and you can learn. I post these trades, and again, they're for educational only. They're on the blog. The other thing I'd like to invite you to is I have a book called The Bible of Trend Following. You can get it on Amazon. It's right here, actually. And I discuss exactly how I trade. Nothing is held back, and the methodologies can be used in stocks, commodities, forex. And in conjunction with this, I have some other books that are, here I'll show you, that are these Kindle books that I put very inexpensively. I put them out anywhere between 99 cents and $2, $2.99. And basically simple paths to profits, day trading guidelines. These are 99 cents. MACD indicator. This one's really important to have the proper psychology, because you can have the best methodology, and if you don't have the mental fortitude or the control of fear and greed, you won't be able to put on trades. So, I mean, this book, it's a great book. It's 99 cents. It's something like 20, 30 pages. This one also is 99 cents. It's selling fantastic, called Stock Trading Mistakes. And I teach you what not to do in these. And really, that's my goal. I mean, I'm not looking to, like all these people that sell these courses for thousands of dollars and all this. I was helped by people. This is my way of giving back. Most of my trading is automated with the stocks as well as with the commodities, so I have time. I also research most of the day. And when I talk about trading, it reinforces my own thinking. So it's kind of a way of giving back. So again, I invite you to trendfollowingmentor.com. You can learn. And again, I invite you to pick up my books. Thank you very much.